Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and she'll see what's going on on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today. Where, I'm doing the Animal Crossing pre D&D session, mainly because I will need to record stuff after D&D session, and now seems like a good time. It's honestly quite difficult to prep for this session, mainly because it's probably one of the most open-ended sessions. Like, I know on a broad strokes what we're going to do, but I'd imagine, as my prediction, is that a lot of this session is going to be the players discussing things, and I'm just going to be like, alright, whatever final decision that is come to is kind of what I need to act on, so we'll have to see how it goes. Hey everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 6:06pm on Friday, June 6, 2025. It's a really interesting one. I feel like I spoke about it whenever it was the last time I had a session about this campaign, but it was essentially that the TLDR is they've met like a hag essentially, and they have the opportunity to do some deals with a devil, well, deals with a demon, shall we say, for exchanges for things. You know, what would you give up for something that you would truly want? It's basically the question I'm asking them, and it's up to them. And the reason it's so easy, I think, as a DM for me, is obviously that's kind of up to them to decide what they would be willing to do. What they'd be willing to take, because at least how these trades works is the more important a thing is to the player character, the more value it has, essentially. So, that's kind of like also putting the ball in their court to be like, hey, you will know how much this means to your character more than I might necessarily. So, we'll see how it goes. And it's also quite easy because the DMPC who is with them has been like, I'm absolutely not going to do any trade whatsoever with this demon. You are out of your mind. Because she kind of hates demons and all that. But she trusts the players enough that if they are making a trade, we have a plan or something. So it's basically me just sort of, I'm just going to presumably chill about it, unless they've been, we had like group chats in the channel, that sort of thing, so unless they've been like talking behind my back when I was like explicitly like, please, keep me in the loop, at least I have an idea of what things might be asked or what things might be traded, so I can at least think about it a bit beforehand. And I haven't certainly thought about it, and things which, the problem is that the trade is two ways, so it's not only what they're giving up, it's like what do they want from it as well, which again, both metrics are set by them. So I have an idea of what they might want to ask for, and it's getting to a point where, both campaigns are learning a lot of information, so it's perhaps unsurprising exactly what sort of things may come and go. But yeah, I've had a read through the list of the potential things which could be traded. It's not all physical things, some of it can be quite metaphorical as well. And it's quite important, obviously, because it's tied into a lot of the stories which are sort of ongoing at the moment. And it's kind of up to the players to be like, this is kind of me being like, how are you gonna, I didn't realise I could jump over here. How are you going to resolve this? It's almost like, it's kind of like you're playing an RPG and you're like, whoa, this is the moment in the game where what you choose depends on what the rest of the game looks like. This is one which has like the most influence over your good or bad allegiance, or the plot. This action will have consequences. People will remember that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what my players are going to do. I wouldn't deign to make a prediction because I don't want to sway them one way or another. But yeah, I've been very transparent with them as well, being like, you can either just walk away or you can fight this person. It's not going to be an easy fight, and for sure it should be the hardest fight they've had. Again, they are pretty strong, so it might not be as hard as I think it will be. But yeah, it's just wild to see. If I were to make a prediction, I do think they're not going to kill this character, kill this army, at least not like this. I think probably they might try and orchestrate something to plan to take revenge. I think that would be the closest I'd come to making a prediction, but I don't know. I'm going to leave that basically up to them. for how I want to go about it. But yeah, that's D&D talk, even though we haven't had a D&D session yet. It's interesting. Things are sort of like, we've had like climaxes kind of like story parts, and we're sort of like going into what we're like slowly coming down into sort of more of a lull moment. More so in the other campaign. This campaign is probably like we're not quite in the lull moment yet. So yeah, I don't know. At some point, I'm probably gonna schedule another break from D&D campaigns, like a holiday, I suppose. I'm not sure when the last time I did is. I mean, like things I've skipped out mainly because I've not been here. But it's been a while since I've been like, okay, the session's not happening even though I'm here, because I'm taking a step back from it a bit. Not permanently, of course, but I mean, it's been a lot of sessions. How many? It's been 53 for 150, so it's been 106 sessions. Oh, actually, more than that. 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112 sessions of D&D. Utterly crazy. Yeah. But I think, whenever it is a break, it'll probably be at the end of the month, I think. Because I don't want to do it now, because this is obviously quite a big moment, and I'm not forced to. I'd rather sort of hold it out and then we'll do it later. But yeah, I mean, and D&D, as I say, it's a big portion of the lack of time I have. Like, I've not worked on my thumbnail art for Animal Crossing for ages. Mainly because I've had no time. Like, Monday, didn't have time. Tuesday, the only day where I had a bit of time when I had to do other stuff. Wednesday, didn't have time because of D&D. Thursday, had to stream. I didn't have to stream, but did other stuff on the channel. Friday, D&D. Saturday, probably will be busy, but if anything, might be recording or streaming in the evening. And Sunday, I'm busy the entire day. So it's like, when is the time to do any of this? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know indeed. But yeah, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a fun way, to be honest. It's a good way of being busy, but at the same time, it's a lot. Anyway, yeah, what should we talk about for like realsies? Zelda Zone Zero new patch came out today, which is a bit unusual compared to usual. Normally it comes out on Wednesday, but today came out on Friday. Did my pulls. I lost my 50-50 on Yixuan, but I lost it like really quickly, and I almost immediately won. Like, I almost immediately pulled a Wenjin, and I wasn't even like mainly putting for. I was mainly putting for Kung Fu Panda Man. Because I thought he was cool. Pan Yin Hu, that's it. And yeah, so it's gone pretty well. Am I going to pull for Ju Fufu? Probably not. I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. It depends how great the synergy is between, I think. And it also depends on who's coming in the patch after. From what I know about the leaks, it's not characters I'm currently interested in, so we're chilling. I do want to try out the patch and see what's going on, but neither here nor there, is it? A time or a moment for it. Yeah, what else can we talk about? I'm trying to think. A Genshin Impact trailer, a special program. I have watched that today. It's pretty cool. I like the teasers at the end. Digimon Story. Labyrinth of a Demon King. I don't know. Oh, Death Loop is free to claim on the Epic Games Store. I'm not sure when the last time I've actually claimed something with Epic Games Store. Am I even still logged in? I have no idea what my password is. Is it this? If I know me, this is what I would have set my password to. Okay, that's not what I set my password to. Maybe this? No, maybe this? I so rarely use Epic Games. Ah, okay, there we go. It makes it difficult for me to remember exactly what my passcode may or may not be for it. I don't mean that in a bad way. It just, I mean, Epic Games is nice and all, but I don't know. Excuse me, why is it not? Oh, I see. I didn't have numlock on. I should definitely... My last sign was 2023. My word. Authenticator. Confirm. What is going on? I need to, like, agree with all these settings. Done. I don't need to link all this stuff. How's the Nintendo Switch 2 been doing, by the way? Do people like it? I saw there was something where it was like, one of the distributors, not the actual, not Nintendo itself or something, were like stapling or something, the box, and it was like piercing the screen on the Nintendo Switch 2's, like damaging them or something. Which seems like a very spooky thing. I'm not sure even why they would staple the receipts to the box. Like, I don't even know when the last time I really, like, taken a receipt is from a store. Like, nowadays it's sort of like, it feels a bit pointless. I mean, like, because you might be like, oh, you might need it for proof of that you've, like, purchased something from XYZ place. But I'm like, yeah, but, I mean, the bank tracks that, like, you know, with bank things on your phone, it's a lot easier, I think, as well, to have the statements there. I forgot I had some of these games on Epic Games. I forgot I had Outer Worlds already. Apparently I have Death Stranding. I had no idea. I don't know how to do all these games. Control? The first tree? What's that? Probably when I actually kept up with getting the games all the time. Yeah, I don't know when the last time I actually properly asked for a receipt is. Or kept one. I think usually I keep them if it's like we're having a group meal or something. We've ordered different things, and it's sort of like we need to keep track of who ate what, you know, who's paying what amount. But I'm going to be honest, most of the time nowadays we just kind of like go like, oh, it all sort of probably evens out in the end. We just split it evenly. Unless it makes like a significant difference. Or if we know it will make a significant difference, then we might be like, okay, let's actually like properly calculate who spent what amount. Battery depleted? Oh no, okay, I guess I'll change it real quick. There you go, switched out to the nice Joy-Con drifty Joy-Cons. So I guess I'll take a seat next to Phoebe to try and not move everywhere. Oh, or just spin around. No? Okay, well. When in doubt, run into the town hall. Yeah. So, let's not use that colour, you won't be able to see it. Let's use a nice green. 1900. Still no thumbnail art. That is honestly, you know, my bad for not doing more of it beforehand, to be honest. But, I mean, I couldn't foresee myself being so busy, I think, afterwards. For so long. But yeah, I'm not sure when the last time I needed a receipt for anything really is. I'm trying to think. Like, I still have receipts. I think most of the time, I just sort of take them just to be like, oh yeah, you know, let's make a note of who spent what amount. But then again, it's just sort of like we split it. The only important thing is to make sure that everything on the receipt you actually got. Make sure you're not being like overcharged or something. Is that the part that's quite important. So certainly I do that. When the bill comes, when the receipt comes, make sure that all looks good, but you know, it's not like I'm claiming business expenses or something on the receipt. Well, any financial tracking I do via bank statements rather than by the physical receipts itself. Not in like a holier than thou way. It's just, I think it's just more convenient, to be honest. Your mileage may vary, I think, when it comes to that, but yeah. I'm trying to think. I think the other time I have receipts is in like fast food chains or whatever, where we print out a receipt with a number on. But half the time I will say, I feel like the machine doesn't even work. It almost feels like every time I've been to McDonald's recently, the machine has not worked in actually providing a receipt. It's just broken. So we just like walk up and be like, oh yeah, I'm number like 175 or whatever. And I suppose it's been fortunate that no one's actually stolen our food yet. Or maybe that's just normal. You know, maybe I should trust in the kindness of humankind more so at the moment. Like people are not out here stealing people's food. I don't even know how often that happens because I feel like I hear horror stories of it from like delivery drivers, Uber Eats, that sort of thing, but I've yet to have it happen to me, which I would take as a positive sign, if anything. Anyway, on that note, I guess I'll just round this episode off here. I don't really have much else to say. I'm sorry, it was a bit of a conversational light episode today. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So, until next time, if I can stand still, bye bye for now.